Hi folks, John with the Wingman115 channel. Thank you so much for checking in. I thought I would do a SHOT Show after action report. There was a lot of stuff to see, a lot of folks that we met. It's just a lot of information to digest. I thought I would break it down here for you a little bit and run through some of the bullet points of my experience at SHOT Show this year. First off, I had a really great time. I got to go with my daughter and my son-in-law. They were part of the crew. They helped me out, immensely. Camera work, on-camera work, they got in front of the camera helping out. Props out to them. I'm going to try to integrate them more into the channel. My daughter, from a female perspective, maybe with the firearm and knife culture. We'll see how that goes. And my son-in-law, taking him out in the woods, helping me out. And maybe we'll get into doing some more shooting videos. We're definitely going to be doing some archery and some air gun videos coming up this spring and summer I have lined up. But let's talk about SHOT Show. First thing, I went there with the mindset that I was going to try to find unique items at SHOT. Everybody's covering the gun stuff. I thought I would try a different angle. I thought I would try to find interesting folks to talk to, interesting products, and I'm always looking for that made in the good old USA product that we can get out in front of you and show folks that there are hardworking folks trying to create jobs right here at home. A lot of these companies don't have a huge advertising budget, and I wanted to give them a little on-camera time. I'm going to run down through a couple of those companies. I've already posted the videos, so if you want to go to my channel and check those videos out at your leisure, please do so. I'm just going to cover a few that really touched me when we were at SHOT. First off is Freedom Hunters. Now, Freedom Hunters is a nonprofit 501c, and this is a group of folks, I want to say they're out of Idaho, don't quote me on that, but they have a really cool website. And what they do is they take select active duty and combat veterans on outdoor adventures. And it's all volunteer, and it's all from folks that donate. So if this is something that touches your heart, that you feel, you want to help out some veteran or some active duty folks, go on over to my channel, check out that video. I have all the links on that video talking about Freedom Hunters. Great group of guys. We talked off air for the longest time. Just awesome down-home folks. It's just veterans helping veterans, and that's what I'm all about. Being a Navy vet myself, I care about our veterans that are coming back, and a lot of these folks need help integrating back into society from everything that they've seen and done. So if you could find it in your heart to go check that video out, that would be awesome. Next is Warrior Tech. Now, this gentleman is a former Marine. He's a police officer out of Kansas, and he came up with a really cool stock for the M4 and the AR-15 platform. It has a retractable sling. He has patented technology where he has a clasp. He's able to put it on Picatinny rails. That was just an awesome video to shoot. Once again, here's a fellow vet and a gentleman with a startup company has a great idea that I think that if it takes off, it's going to revolutionize slings and stocks. So it was just fun to meet and talk with folks like this. There's just so many amazing people at SHOT Show. Bankwest has been a great sponsor, helper, contributor to the channel. I stopped by their booth to talk with Alex and James, went into great detail. They're basically redesigning their whole line of products, and they're doing a bang-up job. I think we shot like an 18-minute video. It's posted on the channel. Everything you want to see from Bankwest is in that video. We took the time, went into great detail. I can't even talk. I'm so tired from SHOT. Of their products. So they got a lot of great stuff that they've redesigned, and here's the caveat: they're not raising the prices this year. Even though they've improved the brand, they said, you know what, it's going to be the same prices for 2016 as 2015. Hey, that's a check in the win column right there for Bankwest. Another veteran-owned company is Tactical Walls. These guys make gun storage cabinets that fit into a wall that looks like a mirror, looks like a picture. They had one that looks like a clock. Charlie, my son-in-law, went rogue on me. I was talking to the Bankwest guys, and him and my daughter took off, and they went and filmed that video, and I'm glad they did, because they're a great company. Tim over there is doing a great job with Tactical Walls. And like I said, all these videos are on the channel to check out. Another one is just bumping into great people. I'm standing there talking with Brian from Survival on Purpose, and all of a sudden Joe Flowers comes and make eye contact. He runs up, gives me a big hug, and he's with Matt Graham. So I had a chance to interview Matt Graham, and then he was talking about his knife line. We did some small talk, thanked him for his time, and daughter was getting coffee the next morning, and he shoots me a text and says, "Hey, John, I'm going to be in town for a little while longer. How about if we do a booth review? We set it up." And I said, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, who's going to turn down Matt Graham wants to do a booth review?" So hooked up with Matt Graham. We talked about his new knives. Super cool dude. Really down to earth. What you see is what you get with Matt Graham. Mass respect to him out there. And with Joe Flowers, booth interviews are always campy, crazy fun. Joe is so full of energy, and his mind is running 1,000 miles an hour just thinking of new knife designs. And he's a huge history buff. He loves the history, and he loves putting that in the designs of his blades. And he's also coming out with a really sweet axe that I hope to get a hold of later on this year when it comes out, so we can test and review and bring it out for you guys out there. Had a chance to talk to Michael Hawk about some gear that Michael has. He's revamped a little bit of his line. But what I really liked about that interview / booth review was we started talking about the books that he has. Now, a lot of folks don't know that Michael is an author. He has 2 books out there, and they're a great resource. The Green Beret Survival Guide, and I can't remember what the other one. It's an abridged version of the Green Beret one, but like with waterproof paper. And what I like about Michael is he knows his stuff about first aid. So in that Green Beret Survival Manual, there is a ton of first aid in there. It's a great resource. Anybody who's into outdoors stuff or preparedness should get that. Let's see. Tops booth review. Folks over at Tops, Craig took the time to spend with me. We shot a pretty lengthy video on a lot of stuff that they have coming out. I'm really excited for Tops. Andy Tran, my good buddy from Interbark Outdoors, has a knife coming out. Going to be released from Tops. He doesn't have a name for it yet, so we need your help. You're going to need to go to his Facebook page, the Interbark Facebook page, and see if you can't help him out. And I think he's going to be giving away a really sweet prize. I think it's going to be a knife. So whichever name that he picks, if he chooses your name, you might win one of those sweet brand new knives that he's got coming out. But with that said, Tops has a ton of stuff coming out. They got, I'm looking at my notes here so I don't miss stuff. The Tundra Tracker. I go over all this in my video, but I mean, this is just stuff that we looked at quick. The Bob's folder. Hopefully, as soon as they iron out all the issues with the Bob folder, they're going to have that one out. Let's see. The Brachimo. That's the one from Joe Flowers. This is Joe Flowers design, Bushcraft Global. That's going to be a sweet blade. The Cut 4.0 from Joshua Swanson. He's got that one coming out. And the Tack Raise. That is a foldable razor. And like I said, we go in detail talking about all those blades. So you might want to check that video out. But now, the best thing that I liked about SHOT Show was meeting all my fellow YouTubers out there. And it's almost like a YouTuber alumni reunion. What I loved about it was YouTubers helping each other out. You know, I met up with Brian a couple times, and from Survival on Purpose, and Tim from Everyday Tactical Videos, and we talked with Cameron from Twang and Bang, and I bumped into the late Boy Scout. I mean, there's some cool guys and gals out there. Blade Mama was there. She's starting up a YouTube channel. She's big on Instagram, and she's doing the crossover. So it's good to see a female's perspective on some of these blades. But it was like it was just a good time, and everybody was helping each other out, saying, hey, go check this out, or go talk to this person. Or like Brian, grabbed me by the ear and took me over to a knife maker called First Edge. And these guys make knives for the Navy SEALs, and they happen to be right here in San Diego County. So when I got back from SHOT, their CEO and I got together, and I was able to go to their factory. So I did a factory tour. I'm going to be shooting a video for that, uploading that in the near future, and I'm going to be doing a review on one of their knives that issued to Navy SEALs. So that's going to be a cool knife review coming up. But first off, I want to say thanks to all you folks out there. If it wasn't for you folks out there and your support of the channel, being either subscribers or just viewers, going to SHOT Show wouldn't be possible. And it takes a lot of energy to do all this stuff. I mean, my daughter got a taste of what we go through with just getting up, go all week long at SHOT, and the drive and the gear and all that stuff. And I just want you guys to know that we love you out there. I read every comment that you guys post in the videos. I appreciate your support, and I learned so much from you folks out there. It's your comments. Sometimes, it's just very uplifting. Yeah, there's a few trolls, and that's going to happen in what we do. But for the most part, there's just a great support in the community, and it's all because of folks like you. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we're going to keep pumping out videos as long as we can for you folks. A lot of people ask me about hats. I went and got a hat made for SHOT. My wife and my daughter did. They're my marketing department. And I'm looking into maybe selling some hats and some shirts coming up. A lot of people saw them at SHOT Show, and they were like, hey, I want to know how to go about getting a hat. I said, well, I don't know yet. I got to see what the cost is to run, 50 or 100 hats and maybe 100 t-shirts. So I'll be posting all that on Facebook coming up soon. If you're interested in anything like that and you have Facebook, or leave it in the comments down below here, let me know. And I'll try to do a video of what we're going to offer. And I'm going to keep it affordable. I know that, times are tough, and it's going to be working man prices. So we're not out here to get rich. We're just out here to cover costs and maybe a little bit of operating expenses here on the channel. And it'll help raise the content level and the production level of what we're looking to do. We're pushing to do some really good high-end stuff this year. Katie bar the door. We're just going to grip and rip. We're going to have fun, and we're going to be shooting some pretty sick videos. So you folks are going to want to hang around. Hey, this video is running up on 14 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys and gals on the next video. This is Wingman115 out.